Continuing our month-long celebration of 5 years of In Search of Stories, and along the way we've met a handful of people that have really left their mark on all of us. And in this morning's In Search of, we're looking back at some of the most heartfelt stories over the years. Take a look.
It seems every once in a while we stumble upon an In Search of that really leaves its mark. There's the lacrosse man that every Friday without fail brings his wife, a cancer survivor, a rose to remind her of his love. Or the Winona Calendar girls, bearing it all to raise money for cancer and MS research.
For that brief moment they got, I'm never going to be younger. I'm never going to be thinner. I'm beautiful exactly how I am right now, and they just felt so comfortable.
It was little Grant Har's battle with cancer that allowed us to hear the inspiring words of his mother, who encouraged people to walk for a cure.
Of course we walk for Grant, but my mom's best friend died of bone cancer in 1986. We lost our friend Sarah, who I adored, in June of last year. And we're walking for her. And we've met lots of kids at cancer camps, one who just relapsed, and her relapse has a very poor prognosis, and she probably will not live. And we walk for all of those people, and for everyone else's mother or sister or son or father that gets diagnosed with cancer, we'll walk for them too, because if you haven't been touched by this disease, the chances of your life being touched by it are fairly good and may never happen to anyone else. But if we could cure one cancer, we can start there.
We can cure them all.
And we can cure them all.
We also followed Grant to Warrens, Wisconsin, where he and other kids battling cancer found a retreat at Camp Sunshine.
I wish that there'd be no more kids that have cancer. And they would all be healthy.
Some of the most powerful In Search of stories have come from parents. Parents like Preston and Tammy Mensink and Jean and Tom Thompson, who both lost 2 babies before eventually finding their happy endings. One through a sister that gave the ultimate gift, the other through adoption.
There is sunshine, at the end of the tunnel.
And speaking of adoption, we have brought you some amazing adoption stories in the past 5 years. Like Onalaska's Wanda Filner, who lost 7 family members in an explosion, but was able to put the pieces of her life back together thanks to a baby from Russia and another from Guatemala. Toma residents Will and Katie Shanehofer also turned to adoption after struggling to start a family and ended up with little Amelia.
She was so pink and pretty, and her just
Both cheeks.
big eyes, and they handed her to me, and I just started to cry, and the nurse actually said, "Are you okay?" And I've never been better in my whole life. All the anxiousness and why didn't anyone pick us, and even going through fertility, why didn't it work? And you hold her, and you know exactly why it didn't work, because she was ours, and we just had to wait for her.
We want to say thank you to all of the brave and inspiring people who have opened up their hearts and homes over the years to share some truly powerful stories. You've made an impact on all of us. Jennifer Livingston, News Channel 8.
It's been such a treat for me to go back and look at all these stories that we've done over the years. And the good news is we're going to keep going. We're hoping for 5 more years. And to do that, we need you to keep sending ideas, because many of those stories that I do are from people who have emailed me, told me about these families, told me about fun stories along the way. So if you've got an idea, send it to me, jlivingston@wkbt.com. I'm always looking for a great In Search of story. And who knows where we'll end up next week.